Hey guys, welcome back to Little Lady Plays. Today's review, we have this new game. It's Oregon Trail. We're going to do it a little bit differently, so I'm going to show you how to play, and then I'm going to tell you my opinions after. So the first thing you need is to set up your board. You have 5 family members, you get food, and oops, you get a little shotgun over there, and that's really important. You can add 1 ox on for more points, and you can add an extension for more, baggage. So let's move that out of the way. As you can see here, I kind of have a pre-started board, and the goal of the game is really simple. Every game you have to do 3 things. You can choose from, you can move your piece around the board through the paths, make sure you stay through the paths, hunt, buy things, pick up hitchhikers, or sell things. So it's kind of like really straightforward. Now, what this game, as you could see here, there's very little order in terms of the paths. Every turn you put down a piece, and if it has to go in order, you can't kind of make a path straight to Willamette Valley. I mean, I do get that rule, but as you could see here, if I put this down, then I'm stuck in a way. I'd have to go all the way around. We'll figure out a way through, maybe cross the river. I don't know. So in terms of that, there's very little strategy because I generally have 2 cards to choose from. So I'm not so sure I love the actual card aspect here because, again, now what? It's kind of stuck. And as you could see also, some of the kids I work with do have special needs. So this game is kind of very visually busy and visually distracting. So that's another thing I'm not so fond of. So in terms of the play, you just kind of have to go through all sorts of treacherous places and pray you get to Willamette Valley in one piece. So each turn you have to pick a calamity. We're going to go through, some of them are good, some of them aren't. So for example, wagon extension, that's free. But now, look at this. I can actually pay for wagon extension. But if I wait for a calamity, I get it for free. So it's probably something I'm going to do. So not necessarily paying for one. Here's another calamity, additional ox. Again, that's free. Something that you could pay for throughout the game. They have these, they have over here these upgrades are $200, and I can get wagons and oxen. So again, in terms of strategies, if I can get them in a calamity, am I necessarily going to buy it? Probably not. The only things that I would buy is winter clothes if I need to get through winter. But as you could see here, I actually picked up all these tiles at random, and not one of them was winter related. So would I actually need winter clothing? That would be really the only thing I need. And number 2 is meat, because thank goodness they make you feed your family on every single turn. So again, not really sure strategy wise. Then you have winter clothes, and hey, if I got this for free, then I'm set. I don't need to buy new ones. Oh, someone died of typhoid. Not good, but family member died, and there's actually a little tombstone. So if my family member dies, bury him, and we're good. Well, I guess we're good to go. So this game is really based on luck, and there is very little, if any, actual... Ooh. All my family members are dying. Why? There is very, very few, in my opinion, strategy involved in this game, and that I'm not sure. I would say this is a game based more off of luck, because again, these tiles are all random. I pick them out of the box, I put them down. The calamities, most of them are good, most of them are bad. I just lost 2 of my family members, and I didn't really do anything to lose them, so that's not really good. And in terms of strategy, the only thing I could think of is really thinking is, am I buying my winter clothing? And if I run out of food, which brings me to the next part of the game. I'm just going to show you quickly. If I am running out of food, I have the option to hunt. Now, hunting, again, one player who I don't know randomly picks up a card, and it's a squirrel. Squirrel is 4 and only worth 1 food. So I will shoot the squirrel. Let's say I go for 3. And 3. Yeah, 3, and then I lose. So a family member loses health because I lost, and then guess what? I don't know it's on this card, so I don't have no, background knowledge. Am I going higher? Am I going lower? It's all pure luck. It's all pure randomness. And I think Oregon Trail, it's a good concept. This game is a good concept. There's some history involved. I'll be quite honest. look at this. There's tons of instructions. Now, for a game that's purely based on luck, I would probably make it a little bit easier for, I would change the rules slightly. Like, let's say every player gets 5 tiles and they get to kind of move it around in order or something. Because for a game that's purely based on luck and is not actually strategy based, I found it to be a lot of instructions, a lot of rules, and a lot to do per turn. And when you have a game that's kind of, I guess this reminds me of Organized Chaos, and there's no strategy involved, that's what kind of got it, to me. Here's another, just the marketplace, for example. The prices are always changing. They're always changing, and they're changing. Some of them are drastic changes, like you have a 350, 400, like the changes are all over the place. And again, for the most part, you don't really need all of these things, because how often are you going through winter? And if you're lucky to get a calamity that fit, well then guess what? You're not spending your money. So this game, I really do have mixed feelings. I like the idea of the changing board, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, look, I just take out a few more tiles to show you. I really never know what's going to happen in terms of the actual game. So that is kind of cute. I like how there are, set up villages and marketplaces for help. So, but again, I would really only need it for food or for winter clothing. So, So there are some, like right now I'd have to go for here if I want to buy some food, as you can see by that box. So it's constantly changing. That part I do like, but I don't like how it's just a lot of, there's too many unknowns for me in terms of, there's not much to strategize. I mean, yeah, right now I can't actually get across, so I'm going to have to cross the river, because I need to get to the other side, but that's about all, So I really have mixed feelings for Oregon Trail. I think it's a cute idea. I love the graphics. The illustrations are really nice. The hardship and the unknown, in a way, the unknown is nice because, hey, when you're traveling cross country, there's no cell phones, there's a lot of unknowns. So that sense of, am I going to make it or not? That's kind of cool. I like that idea, but there's too many unknowns, from my opinion, and too many rules. So I'd say this is an okay game. It's definitely not one of our favorites, far from one of our favorites, but we've played worse games before. Let's just put it that way. So again, it's okay. If you have any questions on the Oregon Trail, here's the Oregon Trail, let me know, because you know what? I want to know if you guys liked it. Just because it wasn't one of our favorites doesn't mean that you didn't enjoy this game. It is a cute game. It does have a lot, you can actually make a story as you go. Like, oh, we're going to cross the river today. Are we going to make it? I don't know, make up your own story as you go, and you can put, your own educational twist, like, oh, today is very stormy outside and we have to let go of 2 boxes of clothing to make it lighter, or whatever the case is. You could put some, story elements into it. But again, this is the Oregon Trail game. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below, because, hey, just because it wasn't for us, I'm sure everyone would like to know if you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy playing.